Hello everybody, welcome back to our Cosmos. How are you doing? You're fine, you have to be fine. Thank you for sticking and staying. If this is your first time passing through, please do hit the subscribe button. We're going to be discussing something today, as you do always, which is very insightful. So you don't want to miss any notification on this channel. Please press the bell notification icon close to the subscription button for notification of every other video as and when I post it. So today I'm going to ruffle a bit of feathers with what I'm about to say, but I think it's worth being talked about. And just listen carefully, okay? You may take a thing or two out of it. All right. So, have you realized that? I think people haven't paid particular attention to it, but it's the truth. There's a reality. Be a war. I say I gain air course, but I'll say I gain course. My more scenario be then we move on to what I'm saying. If people leave their children to even family members, they leave their child to a family member, maybe or to client, then they leave their child to a family member to take care of the child. You realize that the family members don't take a lot of careful thought in raising the children. It's like Enkorana in said I'm from Honsa. And currently in form, I was going to give a talk on love, one Valentine Day like that. And on my research, I came across 4 types of love. There are others, 4 types of love, and one was called storage. And this storage is instinctive, natural love that parents have for their children. When we say, if I hit my child, even the degree with which I'm able, may feel some able to correct them. But so before I'm able in that same way, the feeling to me is different. I feel peeved and angry because of that instinctive motherly love. I think this is normal. Parents have this kind of love, a friend abadaya for their children, and it is divine. It's not. They don't even stress it. It comes to them naturally. Even if the child is fooling about or being stupid, we kind of tend to have that love towards our children. Not everybody has it for your child. People don't have it for your child, regardless the womb you came through. If you come from the same bloodline, most people do not. It's not natural that we have that kind of storage love for other people's children, even if they are our own family members. Because I know a lot of family members are, even though they've given the children the japadia, they don't use the japadia for the children. They use it for themselves and their children, and they treat the children of the dead parents just without regard. They just treat them anyhow because of the storage element, So I also always say that people, because of that, I have this feeling that people don't owe your children love. Whatever love they are showing to your children is an extended courtesy towards you. They're just extending their courtesy towards you to your children. But when you're not around, that love is not guaranteed for your children. No, it's not. It's not at all. Because people don't naturally have storage for other people's children, but their own. Before I say, I say, I war and one way. Say, wow, a wow, a crown or wow, do you understand? So, but small say. So, be about what I say, but being sir. When you have a child, you have a lot of people giving you advice, but trust me, you know what your child needs. So maybe it's soon, meaning the opposite. So maybe nanti somewhere, I mean the opposite. So like because of that storage thing, because of this, I have this message for anybody who is watching me. You care to imbibe or assimilate what I'm telling you into your spirit. Say, it is incumbent on you to pray that storage into people who come close to your children. Because you always can't be around your children. You always can't be around your children. And children will always need love and support. They are just structured like that. They are helpless, they are susceptible, they are gullible, they are hapless, and they need support, they need love. And since you're not always going to be around, you need people to have that storage for your children. And you have to draw that storage into people through prayer. This thing I'm saying, those who are not transcendental minded, they will not believe what I'm saying. People are very common sense and logical and all that. They don't understand what I'm saying. But if you have transcendental appreciation, you would understand what I'm telling you. The Bible says that The heart of a king is in the hand of God like a river, and he directs its course to where he wants. So you have to direct the course of people's hearts towards your children. So be obebe obabia onya storage man, onya odoma obano, onya tsima ema obano se kwanen nenim born nenim na onya tsima makra. No hwe ne se wo behwe no. On hwe ne se wo behwe no on ti akra se wo beti akra na se. Also the most, and even more if you have children, because you can't always be around them. And idiot. When children go to school, they are meant to teach us. If the teachers don't have the torch for the children, they will treat them anyhow. You are not there, and some of these kids don't even come and tell you. Your family members, some of your family, and you know that these abuse, sexual molestation, and harassment, and all those things, they happen in the home, around people who are around us. Your house helps, your cousins, your grandparents, your uncles, your aunties. These ones usually molest children. And so if you have in situations where you're not around your children, you pray that these people, they have storage for your children. They have that kind of love for your children. They have that kind of protective love for your children. And it is a spirit that can enter them. And it was I deliberately pray that prayer for my children. Deliberately pray that prayer for my children. Because in so you pray that prayer for your children, that God will cause people who are around them to have that kind of appreciation like they should. And you know, because of a lot of people, like I've already said, tend to abuse. Children are too believing. Oh Lord, they are too believing. Say, like anytime children see people, they just throw their hands out. That's how they are. They are love prone. They are wired to love, to accept love. But not everybody can love them, because not everybody. And these days, people set out to actually destroy children. In our context, in Ghana, and but when you go outside the country, it has taken on new emerging technologies have even made it more glaring. So children are even trailed, even in their own home, on their phones, on their gadgets. They are being trailed, and they are being kidnapped right on their gadgets. It's a whole lot. Because people don't care. They are there and we need them, so we are using them. You understand? But in our setting where I say they could be abused. You could have people who deliberately set out to harm your children. For these reasons, you pray that for your children, when you want crying, poof, maybe you run. Take this serious. I'm talking to people who have appreciation for spiritual things. Take this serious and pray for children. People who come across your children say, they need it. The kids really need it. They really need it. I don't know if this what I'm saying is making sense to anybody. Yes. Share to somebody else and let this be real to people. Say, oh man, they need you. Even when you're not around, your love should be on your children through other people. That's when transcendental effect takes place. You pray that God should direct the love of other people towards your children, so that they are protected and they are cared for. Now, simply because mommy and your papa the way people just treat them. Hey, we don't cry. But if you've laid this prayer upon their heart, if you've laid this prayer on their way into their future, people cannot help but love them like you would help them. People cannot help but protect them and appreciate them like you would do, because you've effected that course in realms where they cannot even help it. They protect your children and they will love your children. Yes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has spoken to you. Share to some other person who needs to hear this. Let's get interactive in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.